The purpose of this video is to show how to set up the gradebook in the new iCollege. So you can select the course that you want to enter your gradebook for, and then in your navigation bar you want to go up to grades. So these are the original settings for the gradebook, and we're going to change some of these settings. So we go to Start. First thing we want to do is to change the grading system from points to being a weighted average, and we are setting our gradebook up as follows. Our categories based upon college algebra: 50% for tests, 10% for homework, 15% for quizzes, 25% for final exams. And for this example, we'll have 5 tests, 5 quizzes. We're going to have 1 grade that we're going to put in for homework, and this is going to be the average from WebAssign, and then the 1 final exam grade. So we're going to change our grading system to weighted and click Next. Then what we want to do is click a calculated final grade, because it'll be based upon the percentages that we enter. So what we want to do is we want to drop ungraded items. So this will give students their current average based upon the assignments that they have actually completed. And we want to automatically keep the final grade updated. So every time you insert a grade, their grade will automatically update. And we want to keep this as a percentage and click Next. 2 decimal places, you can change this if you like. And what we want to see under grade details is the points grade. So the points grade is actually the grade that you enter. You don't want to see the weighted grade. This is where they take the percentages of the information that they have. 2 decimal places, 15 character spaces is fine, and we do want to display the final grade calculation to the students. So it gives you a summary of the information we set up, and we click Finish. So once we've done that, the next thing we want to do is enter in our categories. So we select our first option, create a new grade category. And this is going to be tests. Our weight for our tests are 50%. And what we want to do is to distribute the weight evenly across all items. So here's the option of where you can drop assignments. So you can drop your lowest test grade. So they'll take 5 tests, but out of those 5, the lowest one will be dropped. And we just click Save and New because we want to do the next category. So our next category is going to be homework. You can enter a short name if you like. Weight of homework is 10%. We want to distribute the weight evenly across all items. And for our homework, we're just going to enter in 1 grade. And this is our homework average from WebAssign. So in WebAssign, you can set it up where you'll drop the lowest assignment if you like. So no need to drop the lowest here, because you're only going to be entering in 1 grade. Save and New. Next we have quizzes. Quizzes are worth 15%. For our quizzes, we're going to be entering in 5, and out of these 5, we're going to drop the lowest one. So distribute our weight evenly across all items. I want the lowest quiz dropped. And then we have our final exam, which is worth 25% of the grade. So if we go up to Grades List, this will list for us the categories that we entered. So tests are worth 50%, homework 10%, quizzes 15%, final exam is worth 25%. So now that we have our categories entered, we have to actually enter the assignments that we want to grade. So these are our items. So now what we need to do is click on New Item, and we want it to be numeric. This item is going to be Test 1, for short, T1. We have to enter the category falls under tests. Our max number of points is going to be 100. If you allow your test to go over 100, you need to click this box. If it's a bonus assignment, you click this box. Percentages are fine. Click Save and New. Numeric, Test 2, T2, goes under Tests, 100 points, Save and New. And as you can see, what's happening is the weight is changing. So we selected that each of the tests are weighted the same. So we have 3 tests, so each one will be 33%. So now we've entered in each of our 5 tests. We need to do the same thing, the same process for quizzes. So go to Numeric, type in Quiz 1. You can give it a short name if you like. Make sure you select the right category. Max number of points is 100. Save and New. Now we have our tests and our quizzes entered. We're going to enter 1 grade for our homework average from WebAssign, and then 1 grade from our final exam. So same process. Numeric is going to be homework average. Short name if you like. Make sure you select the right category. Worth 100 points. So now that we have all of our items in, we can go to our grade list again. And our grade list will show us all of the different assignments. So under our category of tests is worth 50%. We have a total of 5 tests, and each of them are weighted evenly. We have a homework average, and it's only one of those, so 100%. Quizzes are worth 15% of the grade. You have a total of 5 quizzes. The weight is 20%. Final exam is worth 25%. There's only one of them, so it's 100% of that total. So now that we have our categories listed and we have our items listed, we can go to Enter Grades. So where you enter your grade, if we had actual students in the class, what you will see is their list of names and then open boxes selected that they can actually enter information in. So here is what your gradebook will look like. You will have a spreadsheet view, and you will have boxes for each of your tests, and you can type in the value or the score earned by each student. It'll show you a subtotal of that particular column. You can type in your homework average in those boxes, the quiz average, and then the final exam. And it will show you on the right hand side what is their current average in the course. And it will automatically update once you enter in those final exam grades. So once you're completely done with that and you need to turn your report in semester, you have export grades. We want to select username, points, grade, last name, and then all the assignments you want to see. And this is just a reminder that your lowest test was dropped. So this one I set up a little differently. We had 5 quizzes in the other example, but this one is just your quiz average. So we go down to export to CSV. Click on the section, open, and here's your Excel file with each of your test grades, with your homework, with the quiz. And remember, in this example I just did one entire quiz average instead of the 5 different ones, and their current standing without the final exam grade entered in.